editor-in-chief, Miss Shala Plastiq magazine, and we just wrapped a fantastic shoot up with the one and only Headkrack. You have seen him everywhere. Hip-hop artist, radio personality, TV personality. It's not much that he does not do. So, without further ado, let's talk to him, see what's going on. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Miss Shala. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, for the world, third world, wherever they may be, who does not know who Headkrack is, tell them.
Okay, so for anybody who's late to the party, I'm like, think back in the days of people like Sammy Davis Jr. Like, what was he? Was he a dude who tap danced? Was he a singer? Was he a dude who hung out with the other white guys? You don't really quite know. I do a little bit of everything. I mean, I'm a radio personality. I'm a entertainment media personality. I'm a hip hop artist, and I actually should have said that first, because that's what got me into all the other things. I'm a foodie, video game player, karate enthusiast, also like boxing as well. Like, I mean, I love the culture. I'm all things.
Oh, okay, all right. So let's start with the hip hop art. Since you broke it all down, we want to get all up in your business. So what drives your love for hip hop?
Music speaks to me in a way where sometimes people can't. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you don't always have people to confide in or rely on, but when you wake up in the morning and you hear a great song, it can change the whole outlook of your day. Like, there's certain songs I would listen to get pumped up to on the way to work and just feel great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to get up in the morning for some people, and sometimes a good song can make you feel motivated enough to tackle anything. And I want to try to create those songs for people.
So with that being said, what musically can we expect from you that is coming up?
Well, I got a project called Action Park, which is coming out before the end of the year. We've been doing these like soft listening sessions like for people, and like the response has been phenomenal. And I'm just excited because it's just the first of many things to come. I got another project that I'm gonna probably try to drop 6 months after that one. And the cool thing about Action Park, it's not just the audio experience, it's a visual experience as well.
Okay.
Like, there's a video to go with every song on the album, and it's like an overall theme to the whole thing. So when people listen to it, they gravitate towards certain songs, like, yo, that song spoke to me. Or my favorite song is this song, my favorite song is that one. So depending on who you are, where you're from, there is something on here for you no matter where.
Now, let me ask you this. If you had your choice to work with 3 artists, non-hip-hop.
Okay.
Non-hip-hop, I'm going for the non-R&B. Who would be your top 3 that you would like to work with?
3 non-R&B artists?
Non-R&B,
Ooh,
non-hip-hop.
you made it interesting. So let's keep it funky.
Okay.
Rick Rubin. He has worked in the hip hop world, but by all accounts, he is a rock guy.
Yes.
He's a rock guy. So Rick Rubin, I need him on the production. We need to make something funky together. Sade. I feel like we're gonna fall in love. Something about that voice. And God loved her so much, he gave her a better forehead as time went by. Edit that out. But Sade, like, her voice is magic. And it does something to me and for me. And last but not least, somebody non-hip-hop.
Non-R&B,
non-R&B. So are we saying that Sade is not R&B? Because I put it in like an adult contemporary category. But
she's actually timeless. So,
yeah.
But we'll still give you that because we like you. We'll still give you that.
Oh.
So Sade is still, that's 2. One more.
This gonna throw y'all for a loop. I wanna work with Portishead.
Why? Portishead.
You remember Portishead?
I do remember Portishead, so I'm saying, I'm trying to bring your music.
The beats
Portishead.
still sound good to this day. Like, the whole album with Dummy on it. Like,
yes.
Nobody loves me. Like, that album was ahead of its time. That lady that was singing on all them records, she has a voice that's haunting and cuts through to this day. I still ride around and listen to them first 2 albums. So I would love to work with Portishead. Their music was incredible to me back in the day. Runner-up is Joe Jackson. Not Michael Jackson's dad, but the white dude who sang Steppin' Out.
Okay. So y'all all heard that right here on Plastiq. So we know Rick Rubin, here's potential. Let's make it happen. Sade, make it happen. And Joe Jackson, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just gonna omit Portishead, huh?
I mean, look, I'm gonna put them in the voluntary section, Portishead, because I did ask the question.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, honorable mention. But also, outside of music, you also have a long history in radio.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think has kept you and sustained you in radio?
The contracts that I signed. Pretty much. Like, you can't leave. But here's the thing. Like, I could be somewhere to feel breaking rocks. They pay me to come on the radio and talk about the culture and interview people. I love interviewing people. It's fun to me.
Yes.
Especially people who are tough nuts to crack or people who, like, most people can't really get a read on. I love talking to these people because they fascinate me. I like to find out what makes people tick. So that's why I love doing what I do. Like, that gave me a renewed fun in it. Because there have been times where I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to go work at Target. So I used to do that. But it was the fact that I was starting to interview really cool people. It gave me a renewed passion for it. And then people started hearing and seeing the interviews. It's like, yo, you're really good at interviewing people. And I'm like, word, you think so? Cool. So it propelled me to keep going and staying at it. So, you know, hopefully I could politic this into like a, I don't want to say a late night talk show, but maybe like how come you can't do a talk show that come on at 7?
There's no reason why you can't.
Exactly.
And
Fox.
that's why it shouldn't be you.
Right. If not me, who?
Me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Same
I'm with
time.
you. I take late night. You take 7. I take I'm willing to share.
See?
I'm willing to share.
There is enough room in the landscape for everybody. Every channel needs content. So let's get it cracking.
So now let's transition. We talked about the music, talked about radio.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are literally a triple threat.
Man, I'm trying to just do it all. It's crazy. Like, sometimes when people like introduce me and they like talk about all the things like that, I'm like, at first I'm like, who are they talking? Oh, you know, like, it doesn't make sense. My manager sometimes gets frustrated by all the things, like, cause like I could be passionate about something for 3 weeks and then the next week, like, yo, let's invent something and sell it. You know, like, my brain works like that. Like, I always want to create. I always want to improve. I always want to bring things out that haven't been done. And now I'm starting to get to the point where these things are starting to happen. Like, me and my partners, we formed a comedy troupe called Live Comedy Mixtape. And what Live Comedy Mixtape is, imagine if Yo MTV Raps and Saturday Night Live had a baby. That's what Live Comedy Mixtape is. It's sketches, but the sketches rhyme and it tells stories. We also figure out ways to like work the audience into it, and it makes it a whole interactive experience. And it was funny because like I went to like an agency to like explain to them the concept, because they're like, Headkrack, we want you to do stand up. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I got this thing that we do. And like when I'm explaining it to them, like you could just see the tumbleweeds roll by their eyes because they didn't get it. But they recently came out and sort of showed it, like, oh my God, this shit is brilliant. So I'm excited to have something else that works that I can share with the world. And we've been doing these shows here and there. We got another show coming up in Killeen in a couple weeks. So I'm excited about it. And I can't wait for more and more people to see Live Comedy Mixtape and ultimately see it on TV.
And now we have seen you on the Ricky Smiley actually TV show. And this is your radio show. It's also the Ricky Smiley show on TV.
Yeah.
What made you say, you know what? Let me just dip my toe into reality TV. Because you have Dish Nation and everything. Like, so reality TV sometimes can go good, sometimes can go bad.
Yeah, so rapping is expensive. So I figured, hey, I'll play your game. You know, so like, but if you peep like how I be on there, like you don't know where my house is at, like you don't see my kids, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you gotta protect your magic. You know, like I watch how people interact with certain like housewives and whatnot, and they feel like they know their whole life story, and I don't ever want nobody to feel like that familiar to where like you know my kid's first name, because that's just weird. 'Cause I can't protect you at all times, like while I'm running around doing these things. But at the end of the day, the Ricky Smiley For Real show is fun, and I was very reluctant to do it because of the things I've seen other people go through. But when I did my first couple of scenes, like we're banging this stuff out, and it's fun. Okay. So it didn't feel like let me go sell my soul for a pound of gold real quick. Like it didn't feel like that at all. Like it was really a fun experience.
So would you say that as far as between taking care of doing the Dish Network and Dish Nation, excuse me, wrong check, but the Ricky Smiley For Real and the Dish Nation, which really is more fun for you? I mean, is there one?
Dish Nation is probably more fun because we're talking about a different thing every day. And Dish Nation, you know, I kind of fly the ship a little bit more on that. Like, you know, with the Ricky Smiley for Real reality show, like, hey, what's the scene about? Okay, I'll be there. You know, that sort of thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So with Dish Nation, it's like, you know, it's my thoughts, my ideas, my opinions on certain things, you know, so it kind of flies like that. So, I mean, it's all fun, and like, you know, I am blessed in a situation where like I can do 2 jobs from the same building. Most people gotta clock out, drive across town, go do something else. Like, I get off radio, I take a 45-minute break, I come back and talk about the stuff I was talking about on radio, on television.
So now we know what you do for work, where all the money comes from, all the money. So just y'all know who to put pen to paper to in case y'all need anything. Please don't hit me up. Don't do it. But now we know where some of the chicks, not even all of them. But what do you do to relax? What do you do to have fun? What do you do to have head crack time?
I just suffer all day.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, I used to have free time, and I don't know what happened to it. Like, I was talking to my trainer, because I don't get to see him anymore. And I was just talking, I talked to my trainer about working out. I don't actually work out with my trainer anymore. Like, I messed up my ankle like months ago, so I've been having a hard time getting back in with him. And there's just some weird vortex of time that happens between the time I get off from Dish Nation and like 9 o'clock at night. Like, I don't know what happens with this time. It's always something, whether it's an interview, whether it's a movie screening somewhere that I want to go pop up, because I love movies. Like, that's you know what, that is what I do for fun. I go to the movies. Teenage me would have been like, I play video games all day. No, I buy video games and I put them on a shelf and I look at them, just like I say I have them. I don't even get to play video games anymore. And it makes me sad, because I had an opportunity to play video games before I came here today. And it's like, yo, I got 20 minutes. I could play video games, or I can price out scooters. And I priced out the scooters.
It's adulting 101. It's a decision, a tough decision that we have. It's adulting 101. So let me ask you this: when it's all said and done, and when it's time to, you know, go to the next phase of life, where whatever you believe, wherever you go when this body is done, what would you like for your legacy to be known as?
I would like people to know that I came here, I had fun, I led with love, I believed in people. You know, because for better or for worse, I believe in the goodness of all people. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has a story or a thing that made them who they are. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, who's good, who's bad, it's all a matter of perspective, right? Because you would imagine all these terrorism people that come here and do these terrible things that they do, right? If you ask them why they're doing this, they have an explanation that is logical to them. We may not agree with it, but it is what it is. So what I try to do is I try to understand everybody's story and just try to get everybody on the same page the best way I can. You know what I mean? And that's what we should all be trying to do. Because, you know, depending on what you believe in spiritually, we on a loop. You know, it's all a repetitive loop. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing that you hated the most in this life, you're going to be that in the next life. So if we can understand that early, sooner, we can operate better. Because, like, most of these things that we fight about, they're all distractions. They're all distractions by people behind the scenes that are making plays to make other things happen. So at the end of the day, let's stop fighting each other. Let's work together, figure it out.
And that is how we're going to end with Mr. Headkrack. Tell them how to find you on social media.
Man, I'm so easy. Headkrack. That's on everything. YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram, except Facebook. That's where it gets weird. Just follow me on the first things. And definitely follow the YouTube channel. That's where these interviews are going. That's where my new music videos are going. Shout out to my video, All The Way Lit. That's out right now. It's doing well. The next video is coming really soon. And be on the lookout for Action Park. I spell it AKTION, just to make it easy to Google.
Well, thank you so much for sitting in with us.
Thank you for having me. See, at first she was going to try to sit on the other side of the camera. I was like, no.
He did.
People need to see your face.
He did.
And she stuck out here.
He did. You know, maybe a nice little Power Ranger. But make sure that you check out everything Headkrack. Make sure you go and support his movies. Oh, that speaks something to existence. I think I did.
Oh, no, yeah, this movie's coming. Yeah, so there's a movie called Canal Street. I'm in it with Brashear Gray. You also got a lot of black people, you know. Brashear Gray. You got my man who played Marlo on the Wire. I'm drawing blanks here. I've been up since yesterday. And then you also have, I'm sorry, blooper reel. Who else is in the movie? There's a lot of dope people in the movie, man.
That's basically what he really means. Support the movie.
You got Woody McCain, who just played Bobby Brown in the Bobby Brown story. He's in it. He's doing a great job in that. You also have my man Chris Spencer, who is not only an amazing comedian, but a great writer. You also have this one black guy that when you see him, you're like, oh, that's my man from the thing I know him from. I want to say he was in Forrest Gump.
With the chick, with the shrimp, bubble gum?
I think it was him.
We'll see when it gets there.
We weren't filming together. Like, we didn't have a relationship. But I was like, that's my man. But yeah, so.
Well, if you see somebody in the movie says shrimp burgers, you know it's bubble gum. Make sure you're going to use support everything Headkrack. Movie, music, and when I support, I mean buy. Y'all know what I mean by that. It is Plastiq Magazine. I'm Miss Shaw, your editor-in-chief. Until next time, see you.